Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Okay, it's been a while, but I wanted to share what I've been up to. Okay, and as you can see, you're looking at my newest SaaS product. Okay, it's called FileSwift. So I'm just gonna get into it and tell you exactly what it's about. As you can see, converts any file instantly. Okay, this is a file converter tool. Okay, and the reason why I'm sharing this with you guys is because I want to keep showing you guys the behind the scenes of what I'm doing, because my last video actually did really well. So thank you. You can see this is my last video 3 weeks ago, 401 view, and it did really well when I built my B2C habit tracker app. Okay, so a lot of people enjoyed that, and I received some good feedback. If you haven't watched this, make sure you go watch it on my channel. Okay, and yeah, like I said in this video as well, that you can see the thumbnail, it says Google Antigravity and Claude code, and this is the same system. It's the same formula that I'm going to keep using to build all my apps. Okay, I was listening to this song. Let me close this down. But yeah, guys, it's the same formula. If you watch this video, then you know the formula that I'm talking about. But I'm gonna share it again so that you guys can understand that this is a simple process to making any application, whether it's a mobile application like I made here, or it's a desktop application like a website like I made just now with FileSwift. Okay, so yeah, the process is simple. Go into Claude, right, and just chat. You chat. As you can see, this title says FileSwift 4, and that's because FileSwift 3, 2, 1, and FileSwift chat. 5 different chats are in my history. I think in my history. Okay, you can see my history. Sometimes I just ask it different things. You can see greetings, catch your greetings, blah blah blah. This is my mobile app that I'm also working on. Yes, so SEO tips for FileSwift, building. So you have to keep talking to this AI. Okay, I have a motto that you have to talk to AI at least for an hour every day. Okay, and that's what I do to build these apps. Okay, I talk to it, I clarify my thoughts, it gives me ideas, then I build. Simple. You can see this is a very long chat. I get a prompt. Like I always say, that my process is simple. I use this AI app as a machine with this AI application, this agentic IDE as another machine. Okay, and I just let the machines talk to each other. Okay, the first thing I do is go into Claude, start a chat, and give it all my ideas, and I let it collaborate with me. Okay, and then I say, okay, from everything we've talked about, right, whatever I want to build, whatever I want to do, okay, then give me prompt, because I want to post it inside this agentic IDE called Antigravity, which is a Google product. Okay, and once I've done that, it just gives me ideas. Then I start posting, and if I get errors here, if this gives me back errors, right, if it doesn't work properly or something goes wrong, I'll copy it from here, go into Claude, paste it there. Simple. Claude solves it, gives me back another prompt, then I paste the prompt back in here, and everything goes well. Okay, as you can see, if you scroll up, you can see this is another prompt. This is exactly what I'm talking about. This is an error that I just fixed. Okay, and I got this prompt from Antigravity, okay, to fix, because why? I pasted the results that I got from the errors here. It's a simple, you can say it's time consuming, right? But I like the process. It works for me. Okay, and with my new web app FileSwift, you can see, if you go on the about page, you can see what it says: shipped in 9 days. Built-in frustration. Hold on, let me put my charger in. Let's carry on. Built-in frustration, shipped in 9 days. Okay, because this idea, this product FileSwift, actually comes from, because I work as a data analyst. Okay, so there was something I was trying to do with a file. I was working with some file at work. So this about page is actually if you read it, if you have the opportunity to click on the link to in the description for this website, and you go through this about page, you'll see that it's actually come from, as you can see, it started with a pile of SVG files that needed converting to PDF. A routine task at work that turned into an unexpectedly painful afternoon. So I had about 300 SVG files that I'm working with at work, and I wanted to load that on our system at work, right? Because part of my work is loading image data into e-commerce websites and so on and so forth. So they were in SVG originally, but the website doesn't intake in SVG, but it takes in PDF. I started going online on different, file converter websites saying, hey, listen, I want to quickly turn SVG files into PDF. And yeah, I was able to do it one image after the other, but I couldn't batch convert them. And also they were not free. You know what I mean? So eventually, as it stays here, I ended up having to use Python. I wrote a Python script, so on and so forth. And if I wasn't technical, I would have, been stuck and unable to do the work that I wanted to do, right? So I started thinking, even when I was at work doing the task, like, what if it was someone who wasn't as technical or wouldn't know of Python or just can code, right? And I was like, if I put myself in the shoes of that person, they will be stuck, unable to do what they wanted to do. Now, if you're just doing 1 or 2 files, it's fine. But I'm thinking in terms of batch file, 10, 20, 30, 40 and stuff. And I decided, and even then at work, I'm thinking to myself, okay, hold on. This can be an opportunity to create a product, right? Because, like I said, I went through the problem and I decided I can develop a solution for it, which is also another thing I want to point out, that nowadays, the way I've been thinking about life really is from a standpoint of, hey, if I have I pay careful attention now to issues that I'm going through, or that other people are sharing and going through, because I'm thinking there's nothing stopping you nowadays to build something that you want to build in terms of your products or your website or just any action that you want to take. Okay, I've been paying careful attention to what I'm doing. Like, hey, is this a problem? If I'm going through this problem and if I can find a solution to it, other people might be going through the same problem. It's the same thing why I built my habit tracker app. Okay, I was using other habit tracker app, like I stated in this video. I was using other habit tracker apps, but there were things I couldn't do with those apps. Okay, so I kept using multiple apps for the same thing to track my habits. So I decided, let me build my habit tracker stacked, and that's what I built, and that's why I explained in this video. So you can go watch that video, but I'll stop talking about it now. Let's get into Firestore. So I'll show you. I've already explained the process. It's simple. You use Claude, you download all your ideas on it, you clarify your thoughts, you tell Claude what to do, give me back prompts and this and that and this and that. You paste it into Antigravity, you get to work, you wait, you deploy it. Okay, and for me, for this project, I've been deploying mostly to GitHub. As you can see, sometimes it comes up as an error, I fix the error, and so on and so forth. So it's not an easy process. As you can see, for this app already, I've deployed 108 deployments, which is a lot. Okay, but Firestore was built, the MVP was built in 9 days. It's a lot more better now. As you can see, the design is high quality, and that comes from my design background as well. Claude, no AI can help you design things really well, or maybe it could. So I like to give him my art direction as well in terms of what I want. Okay, I like to play art director. Okay, so AI allows you to play art director by you saying, hey, I want this type of design, I want this type of look and feel, and it's going to give you the prompt. It's as simple as that. Okay, you have to be able to get your ideas down and sort of just prompt engineer AI to do what you want it to do, and that's how you're able to get the outcomes that you want. And as you can see, it's very sleek. The colors are nice. It's a responsive design as well. If you Responsive design means, it works on every screen, as you can see, you know, desktop, mobile. You click on the hamburger menu, you have the tools, and so on and so forth, and so on and so forth. And it's a app that it's free to use. It's free to use, but as you can see, you have a usage of five conversions in a day. Okay, and if you're a power user, okay, then you can click on pricing, and you can see the details. Okay, it's free to use, 5 conversions per day. As a power user, you get £9 per month, and you still get a lot of benefits. You get unlimited download. So which means if I had if I had a file swift already while I was doing the work that made me build it, I would have just gotten this plan, do what I wanted to do with this plan alone, and it would have been awesome. Okay, I would not have relied on Python, which took a long time to do as well. Okay, so with this simple plan, which is the most popular plan, you can see you get max 200 megabytes per file, which is incredible. You obviously get priority processing, basic analytic dashboard once you create an account as well, and you get your 30-day conversion history all in your account, and you can cancel anytime. Okay, it's simple and effective for individuals. Okay, but if it's a businesses will want to upload, we want to want to convert multiple files, and use large storage. Okay, they have big files and stuff like that, and this is a plan for business, and it's also a good plan as well, and so on and so forth. And the enterprise version is for advanced businesses and so on and so forth, with API support and so on and so forth. So yeah, this is what I've been up to in my B2B app, and as you can see, the on page is this is the hero section, they call it. Above the fold, it's a simple title here, header title, simple paragraph to say what it's about, simple CTAs, call to actions. This can take you down to supported formats and stuff like that, and this can take you to the actual conversion page, which we'll come back to later shortly. And this is the amount of files that have been converted so far using the tool. I like to keep track of the data so that anyone that comes on this home page can see that it's being used and that it's actually working for people. And to be very honest, I've been testing it a lot. So about 100 of these numbers probably comes from me just testing different, because you can see the tools, there's different conversions that it does. It's very flexible and it's very, very robust. So I've been testing this, testing that, testing a CSV file into text, testing a PDF into Word, testing Word into a PDF. I've been doing a lot of conversions so I can make sure it's robust enough for people to actually use it and actually be of value to you guys. Okay, anyone wants to use it. And yeah, let's go down and see. As you can see, I've shared this. These are some, there's a lot more that it does more than this, but this is just some of the things that it does and stuff like that. And yeah, how it works, simple. How it works, 3 simple steps to transform your file securely. You upload your image, right? I'm going to show you the process myself soon. You upload your image, your files are obviously encrypted during the process. Then you convert using our fast, seamless engines and stuff, and then you download your file instantly, okay? And here again, the pricing is there upfront, so you can see. And if you want to start on the free plan, it's 5 conversions per day, like I said. And yeah, convert any file format, free online tools. As you can see, these are the individual tools that it does. You can click, these are clickable, as you can see. Click any conversion to open the tool. Click any conversion to open the tool. There you go. Yeah. I thought that sounded weird a bit. But that's fine. It's fine. But yeah, this is the tool. As you can see, it's a bit of animation as well. So it's slick, design and interface. But yeah, this is the tool, and you can see at the moment there are. Let me see. There's four here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So that's 46. Yeah, that's 46 all together. And yeah, another city there, which will obviously take you to the conversion page with the dashboard as well. But I'll come to that in a second as well. And then there's the footer. There's the tagline with the logo. The logo takes you back up. And then with the footer, there's obviously multiple pages: the about page, blog, pricing, blah blah blah, and stuff like that. And obviously the corporate information. But yeah, let's go back up to the main screen where most people will land on. Okay, you see this button says start converting free, and you click on it. Okay, and now I'm going to take you to the process of actually using the tool. Okay, in case anyone wants to use it, I would really appreciate it. Okay, from here you say, okay, I want to convert PDF to doc to PDF to docs. Right, you go on your computer, you get your PDF, right, you open, and as you can see, it automatically recognizes the file that you've uploaded, right? As you can see, the PDF, right? And then you come here, and then you look at the options that you have. Okay, you can see that, okay, I can convert into Word if I want to, into Excel, into a CSV, into a text file, into a PNG, a JPEG, which are images, into a MD file. MD is Markdown. Okay, as you can see, there's the I can see something. These does As you can see, when you're building something, guys, I want to show you. You see something I just noticed there, and I had to test it. When you're building something, you have to pay attention. Okay, and I didn't notice this before, but I just noticed it, and my builder mind, it just kicked in like, this isn't. You see, when I click on this, there's a tooltip that says Markdown, which is good. Okay, and that's because MD, most people might not recognize this as a viable output format. Okay, unless if you're a technical person and you're into web development and web design, and you're into data analysis and stuff like that. But most people don't know, which is why this tooltip says Markdown, whereas the rest don't say it. Okay, because everybody knows JSON, PNG, JPEG, PNG, text, and stuff. But I'm just thinking now, as I'm even going through this tutorial with you guys, like, if this as a tooltip, maybe the rest should too. So that's something I'm going to tell Claude. But I'm going to actually show you guys. I'm going to pause and show you guys how I do it, in case you're trying to build something for yourself and you recognize that, hey, this is all the process, guys. It's your as a builder, it's never done. So when I see something like that, this is how I normally go to Claude, right? I take a screenshot. Screenshot helps a lot. Okay, so I take a screenshot like that. I go to Claude. Because I'm already having some other conversation with Claude, yeah, and I don't want to just dump everything on it. Okay, it's gonna think I'm carrying on from where we left off, but I'm just gonna say side notes. Dashboard page on the website. The MD output option as a tooltip, but the rest don't. You think it's a good idea to add a tooltip to all the output options? single possible conversion. And I'm gonna remove this and I'm gonna use my snipping tool here. If you're on Windows, this is a great tool. I'm gonna give it a timer, and the reason why is because I want to take this tooltip picture as well. Okay, there we go. So Claude can see the full picture. Okay, the first screenshot didn't have that in. Okay, so come on, just paste it there. And yeah, I send it to Claude, and Claude will just let's say do its magic. Okay. And this is an actual process of building things nowadays. This is a 21st century, 2026, how to build apps, how to build, anything you want to build. You have to use AI, you have to communicate, you have to craft prompts, you have to give it a good input, okay? This is one input, and this is two input, and it understands it better. It says, yes, great UX idea, and it's a small but meaningful improvement. Yes, that's what I thought. Right now, a non-technical user saying might not know what that means exactly. Exactly what I said, guys. Exactly what I said. A tooltip that says Excel spreadsheets or modern web and smaller clarifies without clustering the UI. It's especially valuable for less obvious fonts. Formats like developers. Yep. That's exactly what I said. That's exactly what I said. Or what the tooltip should say. Keep them short and practical. There you go. And guess what? After suggesting a tooltip, guess what it's doing? It's just giving me the prompt to send to AG. Okay, because I've already communicated with Claude in the past that AG is anti-gravity. Okay, and as you can see, now it's giving me the prompt. It's gonna push everything. So everything. Look at the prompt itself, guys. It's very detailed. This is why I say let the machine, which is Claude, speak and talk to the machine, which is anti-gravity. That's my process, and that's what I've been able to do, and it works, guys. It works. Look at this machine. Look how detailed. I cannot craft a prompt like this by typing it straight into anti-gravity. I can't. I just can't. It's impossible. But I typed in something small, yeah, right? Yeah, and obviously the image has disappeared, but it's still there. Right? It's still there. But yeah, I typed in this small input with an image accompanied by an image, and guess what? It's giving me this information, and it's crafted a complete prompt because it understood what I'm trying to do, and just crafted. Look at this prompt. Look how many lines. I can't type this manually, which is why I said use the method that I use to build. Let the machine speak to the machine. Okay, so I'm gonna copy this, and this format itself of the way this prompt is a markdown format. Okay, it's a markdown format. Okay, it's a markdown format that it's easy to just it's easy on the eye and everything, and you just copy it and I'll paste it into anti-gravity, and let's get it started. Let's see it do its magic. Okay, so you can see this is my full process, guys. You're seeing it working in full flow. You can see I was showing you how to use the website. I saw an issue that I thought, okay, let me go above and beyond for my potential users of the application, right? And I'm fixing it right in front of you, and you're seeing it work. And you can see because this is an agentic IDE, it gives you the steps. It tells you, it talks back to you, it tells you what it's going through, and then here when this pops up, it's making the changes. That's what it's doing. When it gives you something here, it's telling you to accept something because it's going through each file that's responsible for actioning this prompt here. Okay, and then it's going to tell you it's made a change. It's come up with a task.md. .md here is another markdown file because and another key information for you guys to know. Okay, let's go back to Firestore. This MD file is becoming more popular. You should know that now. If you're using AI tools, you're going to come across this MD files. It's becoming very, very popular. It used to be something niche that web developers used to use to build websites and take notes. But nowadays, because of the ease of use of this type of file, AI is now using it a lot more. Okay, a lot more. As you can see, it was used here for prompt, and it's being used here as to communicate information back to me. Okay, so I'm gonna click accept all. Okay, so yeah, that's why I included that file output, in this file. And also, this is one thing that other popular file conversion tools don't have. They don't have this modern this modern AI type of files. Okay, so I wanted to make sure that my app has the solutions. Okay, and yeah, guys, it's almost done here. Sometimes you have to continue to click on that, or you can just let it be done, let it go through everything before you actually start clicking accept all here. It's the same thing. It doesn't make any difference. I just like to click it as it's going through it, because I like to watch it do its thing, really, to be honest. But yeah, we're gonna wait a few more minutes here, and the reason why it's taking longer is because I've actually run out of tokens for my main modules. As you can see, this tool is so good that it gives you different modules, right? These are the actual fast modules. These ones here. Okay, but I've run out this two. I normally use this two, right? So, and sometimes when I run out of these two, I use these two modules. But this one is the default one, and it's a bit slower, and sometimes it makes mistakes. But because I've run out of this, and it's telling me to basically, even though I'm paying for this two, I'm paying £20 a month. It's still telling me to pay an additional £200 a month to be able to carry on using these two modules. And I said, hell no, I'll just stick to this one, and just it takes a little bit longer, but I don't care. I'm not paying £200 a month at all. Okay, and that's how I'm able to bypass this ones, and then next month I'll be able to unlock this ones and carry on using it. But yeah, this is, guys, this is the markdown file that is also created. And as you can see, again, it uses it for information to tell you that, hey, I have successfully added descriptive tooltips to every output format button in the dashboard. Key improvement: centralized mapping. Created a comprehensive format tooltips map for all supported formats. Consistent application. Applied the tooltips across all 4 rendering paths. Mobile, desktop. Yeah, got you. Group, individual mode. Perfect. Verified. Passed. Yeah, that's all. Yeah, no problem. Deployment: the changes have been committed and pushed to main branch. And even here, if you want a longer version of the information, you just click open, and this is it. You can see what is done. And then here, I'd like to give it a little like, just to respond and say, hey, good job. And then when it says here that it's committed to main branch, what I do with my app is, because I'm using GitHub to run my app, okay, I'm going to go into the workflow, refresh, and as you can see, when I push from Antigravity here, I've connected my GitHub to it. It pushes it, and then it comes here, and it then loads, and then once it's done here, and I get the go ahead. When it fails, it means the feature that I've just implemented didn't work. So I told you guys earlier that I'll just copy the error, give it to Claude. Claude gives me the prompt, and I go back to AG, put it in there, then I deploy again. As you can see, this deployment this one is done, and this next one, once it's done as well, then it means that this feature that I implemented has been successfully completed. Then I go on to the website to then test it and stuff like that. But in the meantime, we don't have time to wait, because this one, where is it? It's probably going to take 5-10 minutes. It shouldn't take that long, but we'll see. Let me just go through what we're doing here with you guys before I got distracted. And yeah, guys, to use it, like I said, you transform your file to whatever output formats that you want. But this time, let's just click on docs and markdown. Yeah, 2 format. Now you can click as many as you want, it's up to you. But because you're on the free, if you're a free user, it's going to tell you that, hey, you've got 5 conversions left. so you can't really see. This is dimmed out. You can't really process it. So as a free user, you know, if you have one or two things you want to do, you can just click on two conversions, and then you come here and click on converter. Now it's going to communicate this feedback to you to let you know what it's doing and stuff like that, which is very, very useful. And I actually implemented that a few days ago. So yeah, let's see. Oh, there you go. That, look how fast that is. And then here is going to show you what it's doing as well, and just take you through the process, and also communicate with you when it's processing. So let's give it a minute. There you go. Preparing your file, and that's done. And for some reason, guys, as you can see, it's downloaded all. Now, I want to be careful here and say that when it's done, when you get to this session, if you test the website, if you're kind enough to go on the website to actually use it, please pay attention to this. This here is a download button for this file. This is the download button for this file. And the reason why this is here is because there are two outputs. Okay, when you select more than one output, this shows up. But if you prefer to download individually, you can just click here. There you go. It's downloaded in the markdown format that we selected for that one. And then it's going to download. If I click here, it's going to download in a docs format. Click here. There you go. See the two files that we just downloaded. They're different. This one is markdown for this. This one is the Word for this. Remember, we started with the same PDF file, okay? But now we have two conversions. And then here is for downloading as a zip, okay? But that's up to you. But if you download as a zip, then you have to go on your computer or on your phone and then unlock the zip. But the zip will actually contain both files in the same zipped folder. So let's try this as well. Download as a zip, as you can see. There we go. I open the zip folder. There you go. They're both there. Okay, we'll come back to this. And then here, guys, it says, glad it worked. Mind leaving a quick Google review. It takes 30 seconds. So guys, when you do use it and it does what you want, please, I appreciate you just clicking here, leave a review, and then just going to the page and kindly help me leave a simple review for Firestore for my web app. Okay, and you can see people have already left a review. Two people have left a review here. Shout out to, I'm going to give a shout out to the people who left a review here. Shout out to my boy, my bro, Samuel. I appreciate that. Samuel used it a few days ago, 5 days ago, as you can see, and it says the file conversion process was seamless and straightforward. The interface is clean and easy to use, and the files converted quickly. A very smooth experience overall. Really impressed. Shout out to Sam. And Kende also used it and just gave me 5-star. We didn't really say anything, but I appreciate it. But yeah, guys, when you come up to this page and it says leave a review, please just click leave a review, click the stars up to full, and type something good here and just submit. I would really appreciate that. Okay, once you type something good here, just click post, and yeah, I would appreciate it. Discard, yeah, no problem. But yeah, guys, that's it really. That's it, guys. Once you've done what you want and you're happy with the outcome, just click review, and I would appreciate that. Yeah, so that's the way this application works. And like I said, I built it in 9 days, and I obviously continue to work on it and stuff. And it supports 60 plus formats. Okay, 60 plus. Okay, and yeah, also let's go back to this deployment. Oh, it's still running. And yeah, sometimes this is what takes the longest, to be honest, because I like to wait for things to be done, then test it before moving on to the next feature. So sometimes, if this is your process as well of deploying to GitHub, which will most likely be if you're building a web app. Okay, if you're building a mobile app, you don't have to. But for a web app, you probably have to deploy it with GitHub, depending on what stack you're using. Okay, and yeah, guys, this is my process, and yeah, I've also given you the tutorial of file swift. And let me give you another tutorial. Okay, let's say you're trying to download. If you come on file swift, right, this is again, this is the first page you will see. And then if you want to download, if you want to convert your files, let's say you have a PDF, you have a Word document, you have your CV in a Word document, yeah, and then you want to convert that into a PDF because then you want to submit it because that's the acceptable format. Then you go to start conversion for free. Then you come here. Then you can select your Word document. But before that, I forgot to show you guys the outcome. That's I apologize. My bad. Let's go to the files that we actually downloaded. Let's click this markdown file to see what is inside. There you go. This is, for those of you who haven't seen a markdown file before, this is exactly what it looks like. Okay. And then if you want to tweak it a bit, you know, let me preview it here. Okay, as you can see, this is what it's going to look like. Markdown files are used online mostly. As you can see, these hashtags are headings. Okay, but I guess the tool can do a better job of, you know, it made every heading the same, you know, like H1. Anyone's familiar, it was very technical with web development. It's like this, like H1. But I'll probably have to improve the tool again to make sure that, you know, it recognizes that every heading cannot be an H1. So I'm going to add this. As you can see, when I'm adding it manually, it's making it slower to show you that this is now an H2, no longer H1. And then if I add another one there, you can see it becomes smaller. Let me delete those two. You can see using one, and when it comes to markdown files, using one hashtag is H1, using 2 is H2, using 3 is H3. Okay, that's just web development for you. And then from here, I'm going to use H3 for that. Now I'm going to use H2 for that. And then from here, I'm going to use H3 for these things, H3 for these things, and this, and so on and so forth. H3. But yeah, guys, this is just, like I said, a markdown file for those of you who don't know. But now let's go to the downloaded Word document. Let's go click on that. And as you can see, it's exactly what we saw in the markdown file. You can see there's the heading, there's the paragraph. You can select all paragraph. You can decide to delete paragraph like this. You can decide to delete paragraph like this and then type something else in yourself. You can see it's straightforward. Okay, this is a Word document. You can see we converted one PDF file into 2 different formats. Okay, that is the power of the conversion. That is the power of FileSwift. Okay, that's what you could do with it. But like I said, let me do another conversion for you guys and just give you like a bonus. Okay, you come onto FileSwift, you click on the link. I will leave the link in the description below. You click on start converting free. You come here, you click on your file that you want. Let's say you have a Word document, right? You could take this Word document that you have, add it to it, and it gives you 2 options that you can convert a Word document to. At the moment, we only have PDF and Markdown because those are the most popular ones, right? And then you click on, hold on, this deployment is done, right? Well done, nothing failed. So actually, let me see if I can refresh to see if it's working, to see if what we deployed started working. It should do, but maybe the browser will probably still serve us the old cached file. But let's see, let me do that again. Sorry, I keep going back and forth. I just want to go through the process. There you go, guys. It worked. You see, before when I over on the PDF, this wasn't there. But like I said, I showed you guys the process. We implemented it, we pushed it to GitHub. It's now live. You see, before it was showing Markdown. It's uploaded Markdown as well, because if you look at Markdown now, it's now saying Markdown lightweight text formatting. If you look at the prompt Claude gave us, you can see that this is all from Claude, guys. Where's Markdown? Where's the MD? Where's the MD? There you go. Markdown lightweight text formatting. Perfect. And obviously you see the PDF version. Where's PDF? PDF portable document format. And when you go back to the website, over on PDF portable document format. That's fantastic. That's how you build features. Again, starting from Claude, like I showed you guys earlier, you take the prompt into AG Antigravity, and then from Antigravity, you deploy it to GitHub. When it runs successfully, you reload your app application on the web, and voila, everything is working as it should. Perfect. Perfect, guys. Perfect. And now, once you've selected the output, guess what I'm doing? I'm going to convert all. Let me see. And yeah, this is the final thing we're going to go through, guys. I've showed you the process. I've showed you what I've been up to. I showed you how you can build your own applications as well. And I would appreciate your support, guys. I would appreciate your support. I can't do this alone. I would appreciate your support. Don't just watch this video. Support my apps. Support my channel. Like this video. Share with your friends and colleagues and family. I would appreciate that. And make sure you subscribe. If you're new on this channel, make sure you subscribe to this channel, and there will be more videos like this showing you my process and things I'm building and so on and so forth. And I definitely appreciate your support. So thank you very much. And yeah, let's go through what we've just downloaded. Again, if you want to download the individual file, just click here, download file. Even this download file as well as the tooltip. It didn't have it before. It didn't have it before, but guess what? Claude is smart enough, and AG is smart enough that when they implemented it, the tooltip for the file conversion, it's implemented it for simple things like this as well, which is incredible. So I'm going to download this single file. No need to download them. No need to download them because it's just one, right? If you for multiple files, like I showed you earlier, you can download it as zip if you want to, or individually by clicking on this download button. So I'm going to click on this, and there we go. Now I'm going to open it, and voila, opening as a PDF. Okay. As a PDF. There you go. There's a bit of space here, you know, it's not perfect at the moment. You know, you can see the space. I don't know where that space comes from, but yeah, one thing I want to do is make sure your if you're downloading from doc to PDF, just make sure your PDF is properly structured, and you want to have this space issue. Okay. But yeah, guys, this is it. Another file converted successfully. And yeah, like I said, when you get here and your file conversion works successfully, make sure you click here to leave a review for me. I would really appreciate that, guys. So yeah, guys, that's it. It's been what, 45 minutes. Hey, I wasn't trying to make this video longer than it should, but I just wanted to be clear and show you guys how things work and what I've been up to and the ins and outs of building any type of application, whether that's a mobile app or a web app. And hopefully you've learned something from this. And if you do, also leave a comment below. Let me know you're watching and you appreciate this type of videos. And thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace. Don't forget to watch this one as well. I appreciate your support. Take care. Bye.